So, let's look at how you can process a sample to the origin of an idea, or like the foundation of a song, if you will. So for this song in particular, I've found this loop at Splice. And now maybe some of you would think that this loop is perfect already, and you wouldn't change anything about it. But what I've done is just to cut them up. You see, like, so I chopped the first one, and then the sixth one, then the third one, and so on until I've got to. Let's delete these two first, or like mute them. And maybe this sounds weird, because what I've done then is just to throw like a humongous reverb on that. So, and then obviously move is just to give it some movement. And basically, at this point, the track was like, it's just this. So I found the sample on Splice, was like, okay, that's like really cool. And then I chopped it up, put two effects on it, and was happy with it. Now that I have the foundation, let's say, I have my chords, I know this is the structure, or like the main sound of my track, I just went back to Splice, went through all the like vocals, just searched the tag vocals and then phrases, I think, and then just went through until I found something I was happy with, which were these ones. And then the only change I did to the chords is just to undo the wobble effect and then just low pass it. So now we can see it's again only this loop going to this one, which is just without the auto filter and just an EQ, basically just cutting off the high end, because we could hear earlier that it's very like harsh. Now we go into the first drop. So my thinking was, how can I keep this like very chill summer type vibe? And again, don't overthink shit, right? So I just ended up with taking this one right here, like the first one. I think I just got rid of the auto filter and then recorded either this with a long reverb tail, like separate, like if I just put it here and then record it like just the fade out, just this. Or I think I even put the normal reverb on it, and like a normal reverb, and then click the freeze function right here. So it's like this effect. And then maybe without the high end. And then I just put every single bar, like every single chord, I went through and recorded the each individual things, and you can already see by the wave. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so let's see what's without all the effects, because there were probably more on it. Okay, it sounds like it's just a reverb tail with OTT and an auto filter, like some filter automation once again. And that's it. And that's like the drop sound. Same loop, same chords, same shit, just some different processing. Also, one thing which this tune has heavily in it is just layering from shitty sounds on shitty sounds until the shitty sounds sound good. So for example, all of these, if I listen to them separately, so first this one right here. Not as nice, right? And this is just... And that's already all of it, and all the vocal chops, of course. Even the drums doesn't sound as good. But just all in all, all right, nice. Now we've gone through intro, main, let's say verse or something, and the drop. Now we're going back to like another verse type stuff. Same chords, but you're thinking of progression over the song. So what can we add now? And the only thing I did is just to add like a redux. So we went from this sound now to this one. And that's all. I think maybe I've added some percussion to evolve the track, make it more energetic, right? With like the whole Foley thingy, which again sounds kind of bad that it's on its own. Didn't even EQ it, nothing. Fuck. Yeah, never mind. What's this? Yeah. So a whole lot of shitty sounds, which ended up together. Then again, we have this one going back from like the... Oh, never mind. The auto filter. Wait, I turned it off. Right, okay. So again, first one is with the auto filter. That's why it sounded a little bit much right there. Yeah, that's it. And then progression from this part to this part again is just getting rid of the auto filter and just low passing it. But again with the redux. Making like a clap riser right here. Because of course like the second drop is a bit lame if it's just a copy of the first one. And again, you want to like keep evolving the track, make it more exciting, right? So then I was struggling at first to get like a good sounding second drop, and my solution at the time was just to hammer on layers after layers after layers until it sounded full enough. So let's listen to the second drop. Again, we have like this vocal chop things. Just cut up the vocals, chopped it, pitched it around. All right. Like this is the first thing that's in it for sure. So basic, basic saw, wobble, stack, chord thingies. Which the difference now is, I think, because now I just figured out the chords from the sample right here. And the main chords have like this kind of uprising theme to it. And then I just trying to get the highest note like higher than the last one, so we have like this uprising staircase feeling to the chords. And then again, then we go another octave higher. And it's going low, but if you then would layer another instrument which would play this note, you can like keep this uprising, or not uprising, but like pitching up feeling for a long time. But I didn't, so we have like this as the main layer. Then this whole group, let's listen what this group is. Again, shitty sounds, kinda layered together. We have this one again, which is probably the same. No, it's not the same, but saw, some effects, wobble type stuff. This one, just with a higher layer, some preset from Serum. And then the main bass, which is just playing in the fill. Okay, this was one try, I guess, how I wanted the drop to be before I decided not to do it. This kind of sound, which is like super heavy process, right? So for some reason I thought it's not cutting it, it's not good enough. So the only time where this whole patch comes in is at the little fill right here. With this layer. Okay, this is the original wobble once again. So yeah, I kind of like the sound right now, but back then I thought it's not good enough and it's going to ruin something, so I didn't put it in. Then we have another bass probably. No, this is off. But what? Yeah, this is some bass. Yeah. Percussions. More percussions. Even more. This is the fill, I think. Again, super shitty sounding on its own. Not even timing. And I guess I switched out the kick. We went from this one and from this, then to this. No, it's the same. Yeah. But again, main thing right here is just the stacking, because if I just go through each layer and play together even more and more, it sounds from shitty to okay to good enough. And it's all not really cutting it. That's the last, even like in the last drop, then just trying to think of, okay, how can I like bring in some different stuff to even keep rising the excitement. This is the second to last loop. Again, having the uprising pitch thing, you can see like if you just look at the highest notes right there, going to the last, like to the outro, like to the end of the song, we just keep going up, which before we went up to a certain point and then down again. So that's like we used to, that's like the main track, that's the whole breakdown. That's how you can maybe think of getting just one loop to some sort of arrangement and maybe put together a track with this type of technique. Anyways, that said, I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more breakdowns and stuff, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one.